Hi, this is Shay Jackson with Hype Math. In today's video, we will be discussing getting ready for 5th grade math, money, and graphs. This video will be over the counting money review and also the independent practices in the workbook. To follow along, there will be links in the description box where you can purchase a digital copy or a hard copy. Let's get started. For the counting money review section, the student is giving a picture of money and they have to count it and tell how much is in the picture. Let's look at an example. For this question, there is 120, 2 tens, 1 5, 2 $1 bills, 1 quarter, 2 dimes, 1 nickel, and 3 pennies. The student again must count the money and tell how much it is. So in adding all of the money up together, again we have one $20 bill, that's $20, then 2 $10 bills, that's 20 plus 20 is equal to $40, plus one $5 bill, that is $45, plus 2 $1 bills, that is equal to $47, plus 1 quarter is equal to $47.25, plus 2 dimes is equal to $47.45, plus 1 nickel equals to $47.50, plus 3 pennies. So our total for this question is $47.53. Let's move to the next picture of money. For this question, there is one $20 bill, one $10 bill, one $5 bill, one $1 bill. There is 1 quarter, 3 dimes, 1 nickel, 1 penny. So take a moment to add the money up to see what the total is for this picture of money. If you said $36.61, you are correct. So let's take a look. Again, we said there's one $20 bill, which is equal to $20, plus one $10 bill, that equals $30. When we add a $5 bill, our total comes to $35. Plus $1 bill is equal to $36, plus 1 quarter, our total is $36.25. We add 3 dimes, that's $36.55, plus 1 nickel, our total is $36.60, plus 1 penny. So our grand total is $36.61. Let's move to the next picture of money. For this question, we have 2 $20 bills, 2 $10 bills, 1 $5 bill, 2 $1 bills, 1 quarter, 1 dime, 1 nickel, 1 penny. So looking at this amount of money, can you tell me what the total is? Our total is $67.41. Let's take a look. We have 2 $20 bills, that's equal to $40, plus 2 $10 bills, that's equal to $60, plus 1 $5 bill, our total is now $65, plus 2 $1 bills, we are now up to $67. When we add a quarter, our total is $67.25, plus 1 dime is equal to $67.35, plus 1 nickel, our total is $67.40, and when we add that last penny, Our grand total is $67.41. If you got $67.41, great job. If you didn't, it's okay. Just take a look, and here we show how we came up with the $67.41 by adding the bills and also the coins. Let's move to our next question. Our next question says, Mark purchased a Pokemon game for $12.03 and a football game for $6.73. How much did Mark spend on video games? So, what do we need to do in order to find the amount Mark spent on games? If you said add the two totals of the Pokemon game and also the football game, you are correct. So let's look at this problem. We have our Pokemon game, and that's $12.03, and the football game is $6.73. Again, let me say it. The football game is equal to $6.73. So we are going to set up our total purchase is equal to the Pokemon game plus the football game. Once we substitute in the values of the Pokemon game, $12.03, then add it to the football game value, which is $6.73, our total purchase is equal to $18.76. Let's move to our next question. Elizabeth loves eating fruits. Me too. She paid $8.77 for berries and $13.81 for cherries. In total, how much money did Elizabeth spend? Now think about, what do we need to do in order to solve this problem? If you said add the two values, you are correct. We know that our berries are equal to $8.77 and the cherries are $13.81. To find out our total purchase, we are going to add the berries plus the cherries. So that's $8.77 plus $13.81. That is equal to $22.58. Now let's go over review a little more challenging problem. Okay? Not only are we going to add the values, we're going to do something else to it. So we need to know how much change we will have. Let's look at the problem. Mary got fast food for lunch. Mary paid $4.18 on a sandwich and $2.45 on a hot dog with a $10 bill. What was the change from the purchase? Okay, so this is a two-step problem. In order to solve it, for step 1, we need to add the price of the sandwich and hot dog. In step 2, we need to subtract the total of step 1 from $10. Let's go over step 1 first. We said that we need to add the price of the sandwich and hot dog. We know that our sandwich is equal to $4.18 and our hot dog is equal to $2.45. The total price of the lunch is $4.18 plus $2.45. That's equal to $6.63. Are we done with this problem? Absolutely not, because we gave the cashier, or Mary gave cashier, a $10 bill, and we need to know how much change she received back. So for step 2, we had to subtract the total of step 1 from $10. We know from step 1 that the total price of the lunch is equal to $6.63. So the change from the purchase is $10 minus $6.63. And how much money did Mary receive back? $3.37. Let's look at another problem that's similar to this one. Fred went to the mall. He paid $5.87 on a jacket and $8.58 on a shirt with a $20 bill. He went to 4 shops. How much money did Fred get in change? Again, in order to solve this problem, we have to take 2 steps. The first one is adding the price of the jacket and the shirt. And then for the second step, we have to subtract the total of step 1 from $20. Let's look at step 1. For step 1, we are adding the price of the jacket and shirt. The jacket is $5.87 plus the shirt is $8.58. When we add those totals together, the price of the clothing is $14.45. Now let's see how much change Fred will receive back. We know that in order to get the change from the purchase, to find the change from the purchase, we have to subtract the total price of the clothing from $20. So $20 minus $14.45 is equal to $5.55. Great job. This will end the section for the Counting Money Review. Again, to follow along, you can purchase, there'll be links in the description box so that you can either purchase a digital copy or a hard copy of the workbook. Let's move on to the independent practice section for graphs. Our first question says, a 5th grade science class is raising mealworms. Yuck. The students measured the mealworms and recorded the lengths on this line plot. Okay, so here's a line plot and we see that it's from 0 to 1 1/2 inches. Okay, and our questions are, according to this line plot, what was the length of the longest mealworm? We also need to find what was the most common length for mealworms. And lastly, how many mealworms were less than 1 inch long? So we'll pause a few minutes so that you can answer the questions and then we will review them. And also, all of the answers are in the back of the workbook, but it's a great idea just to hear someone explain it and walk through the questions just to make sure that you or your student understands. All right, so let's take a look at our answers. According to this line plot, what was the length of the longest mealworm? And that's 1 1/2 inch. Now, how do we know that? Because in looking at our line plot, we see that the last measurement is 1 1/2 inch. Next question. What was the most common length for mealworms? And in order to find that, basically we're looking to see which measurement has the most X's. For 1/4 or 1/4 of an inch, there are 3 X's. For 1/2 an inch, there are 2 X's. For 3/4 of an inch, there's 1 X. For 1 inch, there are 4 X's. For 1 1/4 inch, there are 2 X's. And then for 1 1/2 inch, there's 1 X. So the measurement that is the most common length for mealworms is 1 inch. Why? Because it has the most X's. Let's look at our last question. How many mealworms were less than 1 inch long? If you said 6 worms, you are correct. There were 3 worms that are at 1/4 inch. Then we have 2 worms that are 1/2 inch and 1 worm that is 3/4 inch. So 3 worms plus 2 worms plus 1 worm is equal to 6 worms. Let's move to our next independent practice question. The 5th grade class went to Jackson's apple farm to pick apples. Each student kept track of how many apples he or she picked. When they got back to school, the class made a stem and leaf plot. Oh, and I wanted to say, even though these are the independent practices for the workbook, there is a review, there's a guided practice, and also an independent practice. So in looking at our stem and leaf plot, let's look at the below questions that need to be asked. Number 1, what does 3 line 1 mean? 2, how many students picked more than 20 apples? 3, how many students picked at Jackson's apple farm? Take a few seconds, few moments to look and see if you can answer the question, and then we will go over it. All right, let's look at our answers. For number 1, what does 3 line 1 mean? It means 31 apples. We see that for the key, 0 line 8 is the number 8. So that means that when we see a 3 line 1, that stands for 31. In looking at stem and leaf plots, it's key, or it's important to look at the key so that you can have a determination of what the numbers mean. Number 2, how many students picked more than 20 apples? And the answer is 8. In looking at our stem and leaf plot, we see there were 2 students that picked 21 apples, 1 student picked 22 apples, 1 student picked 24 apples, 1 student picked 25 apples, another student picked 28 apples, a student picked 31, and lastly, there was a student who picked 33 apples. All of these totals are greater or more than 20 apples. So again, to answer our question, how many students picked more than 20 apples? The answer is 8 students. Let's look at our last question. How many students picked at Jackson's apple farm? And the answer is 16 students. In order to get that total, the only thing we needed to do is look at the leaf part to see how many students picked at Jackson's apple farm. Now we will move to the independent practice for calculating profit. Our first question says, Isaac made $10 for each yard he mowed in his neighborhood. He mowed a total of 8 yards. Isaac is probably tired. He paid $7.31 for gas to put in the lawnmower. How much profit did he make for mowing 8 yards? Okay, we know that Isaac made $10 for each yard that he mowed. He mowed 8 yards, and he also paid $7.31 for gas. All right, let's look at our problem. So again, we know that the revenue is how much money a person makes. And just to say it again, this is something that is in the review section and also the guided practice section of the Getting Ready for 5th Grade Math Money and Graphs workbook. We know that the revenue is how much a person makes. So for each yard, Isaac made $10. He mowed 8 yards, so 10 times 8 is equal to 80. Isaac made $80. That's his revenue. For expenses, it's how much you pay out. And Isaac had to pay $7.31 to put gas in the lawnmower. So our revenue minus our expenses is equal to our profit. Again, we said the value of our revenue is $80. The value of our expenses is $7.31. So 80 minus $7.31 is equal to $72.69. Isaac's profit for mowing 8 yards is $72.69. Let's look at another calculating the profit question. Rebecca sold several pairs of earrings on Etsy. Her revenue was $254 and her profit was $182. How much did she pay for making the earrings and packaging? Okay, so let's look at our question again. We know Rebecca's revenue is $254 and her profit is $182. We are looking for the expenses she had to pay for making the earrings and also packaging. Let's look at our problem. So again, we know the revenue is $254 and the profit is $182. To find out the expenses, we subtract the revenue is the revenue minus the profit is equal to expenses. $254 minus $182 is equal to $72. So Rebecca's expenses for making her earrings is $72. Great job. Thank you so much for watching this video. And again, if you would like to follow along, we are having a sale on all of our Getting Ready for 5th Grade Reading and Math workbooks. The digital copies are $3.99 and the hard copies are $12.99. This has been Shay Jackson with Hype Math. Talk to you soon.